Hello, everyone. My name is Ana Carolina Malveira Ferreira, and this work was developed together with Professor Adler Diniz de Souza at the Federal University of Itajubá, Brazil. In this presentation, I will discuss our systematic literature review entitled Artificial Intelligence in Graphic Design for Web Development, a systematic literature review focused on customer success. The objective of this study was to investigate how artificial intelligence, especially generative AI, is transforming graphic design for web development, identifying its main applications, benefits, challenges, and research opportunities, while considering its impact on customer success and user experience. Web development has become increasingly competitive, and users expect personalized, accessible, and engaging digital experiences. However, traditional graphic design processes are often time consuming and depend heavily on specialized professionals. In addition, designers need to create interfaces that work across different devices and user contexts. Recent advances in artificial intelligence, especially generative AI, have created new opportunities to automate repetitive tasks, support creativity, and improve user centered design. This motivated our investigation into the current state of the art regarding AI adoption in graphic design for web development. The main objective of this review was to investigate how artificial intelligence is being used in graphic design for web development with a focus on customer success. To achieve this objective, we defined three research questions. The first investigates how AI is currently being applied. The second examines the benefits provided by AI technologies. Finally, the third research question investigates the challenges that still limit AI adoption and identifies possible directions for future research. Together, these questions provide a comprehensive overview of the current research landscape. To investigate the current state of the art, we conducted a systematic literature review following guidelines proposed by Kitchenham and Chatters. This methodology provides a structured and replicable process for identifying, selecting, and synthesizing scientific evidence. The review followed five main stages: defining the research protocol, establishing inclusion and exclusion criteria, searching and selecting studies, performing quality assessment, and finally, extracting and synthesizing the collected data. We searched the Scopus and Science Direct databases, initially identifying 78 studies. After applying the eligibility criteria, the quality assessment, 21 studies remained for the final analysis. The review protocol was structured using Peacock framework, which helped define the scope of the study. The population included studies related to artificial intelligence in graphic design and front end web development. The intervention focused on the use of generative AI and related AI technologies. Traditional graphic design methods served as the comparison. The expected outcomes included customer success, user experience, user satisfaction, and design quality. Finally, the context was web development and front end development environments. This framework ensured that the review remained focused and methodologically consistent. Our search strategy combined keywords related to artificial intelligence, graphic design, web development, customer success, and user experience. Boolean operators were used to connect these terms and retrieve relevant publications. We searched the Scopus and Science Direct databases because they provide broad coverage of peer reviewed scientific literature. Although 78 studies were initially identified, only 21 satisfied all inclusion criteria and quality requirements. This process balanced comprehensive coverage with methodological rigor. The study selection followed four sequential stages. First, we identified the publications obtained from the databases. Next, we screened titles and abstracts according to predefined inclusion and exclusion criteria. Then, the remaining studies underwent full text reading and quality assessment using a 7 question checklist. Only studies scoring at least 10 out of 14 points were included. As a result, all 21 selected studies met both the methodological quality requirements and the objectives of our review. The final dataset consisted of 21 primary studies published between 2023 and 2026. Most publications appeared in 2024, demonstrating the rapid growth of research on artificial intelligence in graphic design. The selected studies addressed several topics, including personalization, human AI collaboration, usability evaluation, generative design, mixed reality, and AI assisted design education. This diversity confirms that AI is influencing multiple stages of the design process rather than a single isolated activity. Our first research question investigated how artificial intelligence is being applied in graphic design for web development. The results show applications across the entire design lifecycle. AI is used for content generation, interface design, prototyping, interface adaptation, design assistance, personalization, and usability prediction. Popular tools reported in the literature include ChatGPT, Midjourney, Adobe Firefly, and large language models. Overall, the strongest evidence shows that AI supports designers by accelerating content creation, improving interface optimization, and enabling more personalized digital experiences. The second research question focused on the benefits of AI adoption. Across the selected studies, the most frequently reported benefit was increased efficiency and productivity. AI automates repetitive tasks, allowing designers to spend more time on creative activities. Other important benefits include improved creativity, higher design quality, enhanced user experience, cost reduction, and interface personalization. These findings suggest that AI should be viewed as a tool that augments human capabilities rather than replacing designers. Despite its benefits, the literature also identifies important challenges. One of the most common concerns is the lack of transparency in AI generated outputs, making it difficult for designers to understand or trust AI recommendations. Other challenges include limited creative control, usability issues, difficulties in human AI collaboration, and ethical concerns such as bias and intellectual property. These findings indicate that successful AI adoption depends not only on technological advances, but also on explainability, usability, and responsible design practices. Bringing all the results together, our review shows that artificial intelligence is rapidly transforming graphic design for web development. The evidence consistently demonstrates improvements in productivity, creativity, and user experience. However, these advantages are accompanied by challenges involving transparency, ethics, collaboration between human and AI. Rather than replacing designers, the literature increasingly supports the idea of AI acting as a collaborative partner throughout the design lifecycle. This collaborative perspective appears to be one of the strongest trends identified in recent research. Although the field is growing rapidly, several important research gaps remain. First, there is still limited empirical evidence based on large scale controlled studies. Second, ethical and legal issues such as copyright, bias, and accountability require further investigation. Additional research is also needed to better understand human AI collaboration and how designers interact with intelligent systems in real world environments. Finally, more longitudinal studies are necessary to evaluate the long term impact of AI adoption in professional practice. Based on these findings, several opportunities for future research emerge. Researchers should conduct larger empirical studies involving professional designers and real development projects. New collaborative models should improve the interaction between humans and AI while preserving human creativity and design and decision making. Future work should also prioritize context aware AI systems, explainable AI techniques, and ethical frameworks that promote transparency and fairness. Together, these directions will contribute to more responsible and effective adoption of AI in web development. In conclusion, the systematic literature review provides a comprehensive overview of the current use of artificial intelligence in graphic design for web development. The evidence demonstrates that AI is transforming design workflows by improving efficiency, creativity, personalization, and user experience. At the same time, important challenges remain regarding transparency, usability, ethics, and human AI collaboration. We believe that the future of web design lies in a balanced partnership between human creativity and intelligent systems, where AI supports designers while keeping people at the center of the creative process. Thank you very much for your attention.